Guys, you must be super familiar with Ariana Grande's signature look, that super high ponytail that has literally been her trademark for over 10 years. From the Victorious era until now, she's almost never been seen with any other hairstyle. But guys, what if I told you that behind this iconic ponytail lies a very dark and painful secret? The truth behind Ariana's ponytail will make you cry and never look at her the same way again. So let's start from the beginning, guys. In 2010, Ariana Grande was still a young actress at Nickelodeon with long red hair for her character Cat Valentine in Victorious. Ariana's natural hair is actually dark brown, curly, and super thick. She looked happy, confident, and her hair was very healthy. But then something happened that changed Ariana's life forever, and it all started from the brutal entertainment industry demands on young actresses. For the role of Cat Valentine, Ariana was forced to bleach her hair from dark brown to bright red every 2 weeks for almost 4 years. Can you imagine how damaging that chemical process was to her hair follicles? And this wasn't just once or twice, guys, this was literally hundreds of bleaching processes that completely destroyed her hair structure. But because she was still young and desperate to succeed, Ariana just kept following the producer's demands. What makes it more tragic is that Ariana actually complained multiple times to the production team about the hair damage she was experiencing. Her hair started falling out, becoming brittle and breaking. But instead of changing the character requirements or giving her a break for hair recovery, the production team pressured her to keep maintaining that look. They said Cat Valentine's image with red hair was crucial for the show's success, and Ariana as a young actress had no bargaining power to refuse. Now, this is the most heartbreaking part, guys. After Victorious ended in 2013, Ariana thought she could finally recover her hair and return to her natural color. But the damage that had occurred turned out to be permanent. The best hairstylists in Hollywood had tried everything: expensive treatments, keratin therapy, even hair transplant procedures. Nothing worked. Ariana's hair was damaged down to the roots, and she literally couldn't grow healthy hair like before anymore. The specialist doctor who handled Ariana's case said her hair condition was one of the worst they'd ever seen in a young actress. Years of chemical abuse had severely damaged her hair follicles, and some areas of her scalp couldn't even grow hair at all anymore. This wasn't just a cosmetic issue, guys, this was a serious medical condition that drastically affected Ariana's mental health. When Ariana started transitioning to her music career, she was desperate to hide her hair damage. A high ponytail became the solution because it could mask the thinning areas at the crown and temples. Extensions were added to give volume and length, but even with the best hairpieces, Ariana was still very insecure about her real hair condition. She began developing an anxiety disorder specifically related to her appearance, and the ponytail became like a security blanket she couldn't let go of. What makes this condition even more tragic is that Ariana became a victim of constant scrutiny and criticism about her hairstyle. Media and fans kept questioning why she never changed her look. Some said she was boring, others said she wasn't creative. But they had no idea that behind that ponytail was deep pain and insecurity. Every time people criticized her signature look, it was like twisting the knife deeper into an already gaping wound. Industry insiders close to Ariana revealed that she once had a complete breakdown in the dressing room because a hairstylist accidentally showed her real hair condition in the mirror. She cried for hours and refused to come out to perform. Her management team panicked and began to realize how serious the psychological impact of this hair loss was on Ariana's mental state and career performance. Even more heartbreaking, Ariana began isolating herself from social situations where she might have to remove her ponytail. No sleepovers with friends, no casual hangouts, even intimate moments with boyfriends became stressful because she was constantly worried about exposing her hair condition. Imagine living with that level of anxiety every single day, guys. It's absolutely heartbreaking. Hairstylists who worked with Ariana revealed that the process to create the perfect ponytail takes hours every day. They had to carefully position extensions to cover bald spots, use special products to create the illusion of thickness, and secure everything with pins that were sometimes painful on her sensitive scalp. Ariana literally endured physical discomfort daily just to maintain the image the public expected. Leaked medical records show that Ariana had spent millions of dollars on hair restoration treatments. From stem cell therapy to platelet-rich plasma injections, she had tried everything available in the medical world. Some treatments were even experimental and potentially dangerous, but Ariana was desperate enough to risk anything to get her natural hair back. The most tragic thing is the impact on her relationships. Several ex-boyfriends revealed that Ariana's hair insecurity became a major issue in their relationships. She wasn't comfortable being intimate, always worried about her ponytail getting messed up, and even slept with protective head wraps that made physical closeness difficult. Imagine not being able to completely relax even with someone you love because of this insecurity. Pete Davidson once mentioned in an interview that one of the saddest moments in their relationship was when Ariana finally showed him her real hair condition. He described Ariana crying uncontrollably from shame and fear of rejection. Pete said it broke his heart seeing someone so talented and beautiful feel so insecure about something that didn't define her worth as a person. Psychological evaluations conducted by therapists showed that Ariana developed body dysmorphia specifically focused on her hair. She saw herself as damaged and ugly without her ponytail, even though everyone around her constantly reassured her that she was beautiful regardless. This kind of deep-seated insecurity was the result of years of industry pressure and public scrutiny that literally destroyed a young person's self-image. What makes this situation more complex is the fact that the ponytail had become part of Ariana's brand identity. Millions of fans copied her hairstyle, merchandise featuring the ponytail silhouette generated huge revenue, and marketing campaigns were built around this signature look. Changing her hairstyle now wasn't just a personal decision, it was a business decision that could impact millions of dollars and thousands of jobs that depended on the Ariana Grande brand. Recent interviews with close friends revealed that Ariana still struggles with accepting her condition. There are days when she considers just going public with the truth, but the fear of judgment and potential career impact is still too overwhelming. She's caught in a vicious cycle where the longer she hides her condition, the harder it becomes to eventually reveal the truth. Mental health professionals who analyzed Ariana's case said this was a perfect example of how the entertainment industry exploits and damages young performers for profit. Child actors and actresses are often forced into image choices that have long-term consequences for their physical and mental health, and adequate support systems are rarely available when problems arise. The most heartbreaking thing about all of this is the fact that Ariana's natural hair damage could have been prevented with proper care and reasonable industry standards. But because profit was more important than the well-being of young performers, Ariana became a victim of a system that prioritized image over health. The ponytail that we all love and admire is actually a visible reminder of the trauma and exploitation experienced by a young artist in pursuit of success. Recent therapy sessions that Ariana underwent focused on helping her separate self-worth from physical appearance and accept her hair condition as part of her journey, not a definition of her value. Slowly she began to realize that fans loved her for her talent and personality, not just for her ponytail. But the healing process from decade-long trauma takes time and requires tremendous courage. So guys, next time you see Ariana Grande with her signature ponytail, remember that behind that iconic look is a story of resilience, pain, and survival. She's not just a pop star with catchy songs, she's a young woman who overcame tremendous personal challenges while entertaining millions of people around the world. The ponytail isn't just a fashion statement, it's her armor in the face of adversity that most of us never imagine. The truth behind Ariana's ponytail reminds us all to be more compassionate towards celebrities and recognize that they're human beings with real struggles, not just entertainment for our consumption. Behind every iconic image is a real person with real pain, and sometimes what we see as glamorous actually hides deep suffering that deserves our empathy, not judgment.